There are some great new features in SOLIDWORKS Sheet Metal 2024. This cargo carrier attaches to the trailer hitch of a car truck and can be used to haul the bowhead RX around to nearby trailheads and rides. The entrance swings open and turns into a ramp so the bowhead can be rolled on and strapped down for transport. You can see that there is a diamond plate sheet metal liner with some indents for the wheels to sit in. Let's see how we use some new features of SOLIDWORKS Sheet Metal 2024 to help design this liner. Taking a look at the liner, we can see that it's incomplete and still needs one of the side plates to finish the design. We're in an assembly and all of the sheet metal parts are connected using the tab and slot feature. Let's use copy with mates to copy the long side to the other side of the liner. We'll repeat this first mate and use the front and right assembly planes to finish mating this part in place. When zooming in, we can see that there are tabs from the copy part but no slots on the adjacent sheet metal parts. Now in 2024, we can right click the copy part and select the new Propagate Slots option. We can choose which slots to propagate or simply choose all instances. Now when zooming in, we can see that the slots have been propagated to the adjacent parts. This is a huge time saver since we can now reuse the tab and slot feature in assemblies. Now let's open the base plate and add the wheel indents. We can see that there is a fully dimensioned rectangle sketch already created. With it selected, we'll click the new sketch-based stamp tool. We can now add dimensions to build out the dimension of the stamp. First, we'll define the depth of 10mm. Next, we want to make sure that the tooling can easily be removed, so we'll add a 5-degree outward draft. Next, we can control the die and punch radii of the tool. We'll set those at 10 and 20mm respectively. Finally, we will turn on the punch side corner radius option and set that to 15mm. The new stamp tool is super powerful and any close contour sketch can be used to create stamps. In many situations, the stamp tool can be used instead of forming tools, which will save time and effort. There is another sketch in the tree which is simply 2-dimension points on the base plate. Using a sketch-driven pattern, we can pinpoint the exact locations of the other 2 wheel indents and pattern the stamp. Going back to the cargo carrier, we can see that there are 2 tail lights that are mounted to the outer frame. Let's see how the sheet metal mount was designed using new functionality in SOLIDWORKS 2024. This part is just an extruded, thin-walled cylinder. For this to be a flattenable sheet metal part, we would need to rip it first. Now, in 2024, the rip command could be used to rip thin-walled cylinders and cones. Simply choose the rip command and click the inner edge of the cylinder. Now, clicking a point will define where the rip feature will be. The rip dimensions can be defined by a linear distance, or we can dimension it by degree. We'll set this rip cut to 3 degrees and choose symmetrical, so that we know it is centered to the point. We also have the option to offset the rip as well. Now, by using the Insert Bends command and choosing one of the inner edges of the rip feature, we can define this as a sheet metal part and see the flattened geometry. Going back to the completed part, we can see the flattened geometry of this part after adding an edge flange and mounting hole. By expanding the utility of the rip command, it is now easier than ever to convert thin-walled cylindrical and conic geometry into sheet metal parts.